Hey, how's it going? Today we're going to go over how to draw a mixture between the Amazing Digital Circus, Pomni, and a T-Rex. We're going to have those together. So let's go through the lesson step by step right now. Okay, let's go over the mixture of Pomni from the Amazing Digital Circus and a T-Rex. So we're going to zoom in on the face on this one. I think that'll be a lot cooler, to be honest. Okay, so let's go over here, and what we're going to do mostly is we're going to look at the kind of the T-Rex part at first. So right now, line down over here, kind of maybe like a little bit of a dip for the top of the T-Rex's head. Okay, so far so good, right? It's kind of a wiggly line. Gonna go over here in this area, and I'm gonna pull out, down for kind of the snout of the T-Rex area. Curve in a little bit, and I'm gonna pull that line up just a bit. Go over here now, so we're gonna go through so that's the lower portion of the upper mouth of the T-Rex. Pulling up here, down into the cheekbone of the T-Rex, pulling up. And I think the cheekbone of like a dinosaur is called a jugo bone. I think that's what they call it. I'm not sure. I have to look that up again, but I'm pretty sure it's called a jugo bone. Over here, kind of curve down for kind of that ear, that area of the ear back there. I'm gonna pull down over here. Okay. Before we do that side, I'm gonna go over here to the far end right there, down over here for the side of the brow. Then we're going to kind of connect these lines right there a bit. See? So now you got that top portion of the kind of the face of the T-Rex there. Let's go into the Pomni part of this real quick. So we're going to draw a line up for the jester hat. And maybe we're going to draw a curved line over here. And it's going to curve around the side there a bit. Pull down. Okay. So far, so good. And I'm going to go over here to the back, and I'm going to pull a line out for kind of the neck of the dinosaur, the T-Rex. Okie doke. All right. So far, so good. Going to go over here into the eye. Down, up, down. So that's the brow, really. And then we're going to go over here into the eye. It's going to be smaller than that. Curve over here. Line down. Then over here we're going to draw the nose cavity right there. Up over here, down right there. Okay, cool. Nostril on that far side. Curve in over here. Line back. Kind of like a curved bit of skin around the nostril like dinosaurs have. Okay, let's go over here now into the jester hat. Out over here. To the top right here. That's one side of the jester hat. Curve over here a bit. Out. Down. Underneath where it folds. And then we're going to go over here. We're going to pull it out right there. To kind of that one point. Over here now. Pull a line outward. Down over here. And we're going to draw a little circle ball at the end of it. Circle ball at the end of that. So we got that jester hat on the T-Rex head so far, right? So far, so good. Hopefully you're following my vibe here. Like I said, press like if you're following so far. Gonna go right here now, up, down right there, over here, up. And this is just the stripe pattern on the hat, right? Over here, just kind of follow it. You're kind of thinking in 3D when you're doing this stuff, right? And that's pretty good right there. So we're going to keep moving on, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the bottom part of this, and we're going to put some detail on it, all right? It's going to be simple, like I said. Before I do that, though, what I want you to do is I want you to, have you ever learned how to draw something cute, like adorable, like chibi? Have you ever done that? I mean, I have. I think almost everybody that draws a little bit has. 90% of the time, there is pretty much the same formula I've seen used everywhere, whether it be cartoons, whether it be chibi, even in anime. They almost always use the same formula. I mean, obviously it looks different here and there, of course, but there is the same base formula. I put that in an ebook, and we sold thousands of ebooks for $30. Basically, what the ebook contains is it contains 20 pages, and since we're all visual learners, I wanted to make an easy guide for kind of somebody to reference back to, or for somebody new to kind of use to create like their character, in a cool, cute way, repeatedly over and over again, for them to just doodle and be able to just do it on hand. So I put a series of notes. The most important thing, right? What would you think the most important thing of drawing something cute is, right? It would be there's a lot of things. There's line, there's mood, there's things like that. But the most important thing above all is proportion. So proportion would be like, so for example, like how big or small something on paper is doesn't matter. What matters is how big it is in comparison to the other thing on the paper is. So how big the head compared to the body is. So a large head on a small body would be cuter. That's just really the way it works. Large eyes usually are cuter, not always true. Sometimes you put little dots for eyes. We talk about that in that ebook. You can look at that ebook on the phone, you can look at it on your computer, or you can just print it out. It's made to print out immediately. It is set to print it out. Boom. And 19 pages of that are all little charts like that show you what is the difference between, like a slightly tall character from a smaller character. Or maybe you draw a cartoon where it has little nubs for hands, like full out chibi. Or you put little like cartoon hands, and we give you options for that. Or I give you options for that. It is an easy guide. You can draw cute stuff literally right now if you want. Like right after you get it, you can like look at it, because a lot of it isn't really like learning based. It's more like memorizing kind of what to do. That's more kind of how it is. So the practice, it shouldn't be really that hard at all. You should literally be able to do a cute character right after you get it. But yeah, that's it. If you're watching this right now, it's 100% free. It's totally free. The only thing you have to do is go down to the description, find the link, sign up for the email list, and then as soon as you do that, boom, you get that another email, and it'll have the download for you, and that's it. So that's pretty much what I'm offering now. It's not going to be free forever, so that's just kind of a deal for like the last few videos, and that's it. So get it now while you can, and I hope you do good with it. Anyways, let's get back into the drawing. All right. So let's go over here now. We're going to draw these teeth. So something about the teeth is they're kind of like bananas. They're curved a little bit, and they're always curved into the mouth. The T-Rex, and this goes for almost every animal, they're curved in because they want to eat, So they're almost always curved in. And just kind of, a series of lines like that. And then we're going to go over here, and I'm going to draw the bottom portion. So those are sticking downward. We draw the bottom portion of the mouth. Well, let me see. Do I want to make the mouth open or not? Yeah, let's curve down over here for the side of the mouth. They're going to make the mouth open. Curve right there for that little bit of skin that lizards have when they open their mouth. Down over here. Down over here, curve underneath, back up, right there. All right, you got that jaw, right? That big angular jaw. And then we're going to have some line over here for the skin in the throat. And that's going to pull downward. Let's go over here now to draw teeth angling upward. And I'm going to show you how to make this guy 3D in a minute. Like 3D as in like it's going to look more dimensional. You could leave it like this, that might be okay, but you want to have the other row of teeth, or the other side of the jaw, back side of the jaw over there. Because then that right there looks more like it's turned a little bit, right? It looks like you can, like when you see the back side of the mouth, it automatically looks dimensional. And so that's kind of what you want to do. And a line right there, maybe for the tongue sitting in the mouth. You can draw like maybe some dark over here. Or you can put here's another thing you can do. You can do this back row entirely dark, depending on, even if you have a pencil, you could do this as well. You could shade it in. So kind of give it more contrast. Contrast, when I say contrast, I mean the difference between light and dark. Right, and that tends to capture the eye. All right. Let's draw the eyeball over here. So he didn't have a slit pupil. Sometimes I'll draw them with slit pupils, those little thin ones. But I mean, you can do it for looks, but big animals historically do not have slit pupils. Slit pupils are for smaller animals, almost always, that look upward. It's meant to like be like an aid to look upward and downward more carefully. So like big animals, you look at big cats and stuff like that, they never have slit pupils. It's almost always animals low to the ground. Curve over here. So at this point, we just draw what? We literally will just go over like little thin lines right here along to kind of, you know, give the T-Rex some texture. And that's kind of up to you. Like, what's the crunching part of his eye over here, right? Or the brow. There's probably little bumps along the brow. And the reason you want to do it thinner is because you don't want it to get in the way. Because if it gets in the way, it's going to distract from the viewer. So these lines, like right here, the bumps and all that, this really doesn't matter that much as long as you make them thinner than all the main lines. And then that would be kind of more or less the, you know, the idea. But it's up to you, right? It's up to you how much you want to do this. You can also draw like a darker area down here, like a shadow, which I tend to do a lot of. You draw a shadow under the neck because the sunlight, the light source is almost always coming from above, and that'll kind of help you out. If this helped you out, hit the like, you know, hit the favorite, hit the share, all that stuff. Share the video. What I want you to do now is I want you to stay here with me, and we're going to do another character, all right? We're going to do another character together. But there you go. That's a mixture of T-Rex and Pomni. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's go into the next video right now, okay? Let's do another video together. Okay, so that was amazing. You finished this lesson, but keep it going. Keep the art practice going by clicking this video right here. It's going to be within the same theme, and you want to keep it rolling to get better and better and better and get that art flow going. So click right here.